Okay, I'm recording. I am actually recording. That is embarrassing. Right, so my tripod's broken, but win-win, I found my ring light. It is currently 6 p.m. in the UK and it is dark. It is raining. I am not okay with this weather. This is not me. Like, I miss the sun already. Welcome back to my channel, guys. As we can tell, this is not the video I had originally planned on doing. I had planned on doing a glute workout abs, but anyway, let's move. Let's get into today's video. It is going to be a very long overdue chat about my hair. So if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, comment down below what you want to see. Any questions, comment them down below as well. And thank you so much, obviously, for being on my channel. It's good to have you here. So yeah, let's get into today's video. Okay, so over on my Instagram page, today, well, last night actually, I asked you guys if you had any questions regarding my hair loss journey. So I'm gonna rewind you back to the back end of prep. That's what I'm going to rewind you back to. So last year, 2021, I was obviously dieting for a prep competition. You're going to see like loads of photos here. Stage lean, obviously, as we know, it's not kind of sustainable long term. I lost 16 kilos in total. I'm going to put my actual transformation here between the two of kind of what I look like, 16 kilos lighter. I was dieting for prep. I did 27 weeks of dieting. Never, ever went off plan. Never did anything off a plan. I ticked my cardio, my steps, everything, every single day for 27 weeks. That's 6 months, I think, just about 6 months. So yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. No makeup, typical G style. So I put a Q&A kind of question box on my Instagram story. I'm gonna go through some of the questions, elaborate on them, etc, etc. One thing I will say is please remember, this is my own journey. If you're ever experiencing anything similar or anything like that, always go and seek medical professional help. So anyway, let's get into it. So number one, I feel like this is the easiest thing to start with. When did you notice it? Mum's hoover basically started getting more clogged up, like kind of full, etc. And Mum was like, the hoover's getting really full lately. And then I was like, oh, must be Lola. And then she had the shower as well. And she was like, oh no, it can't be Lola. Like the shower's getting really kind of clogged up. And I started noticing in my actual hairbrush, my hairbrush, every time I'd brush my hair, I was having like clumps on my hairbrush. And it took me a really long time to notice. So that's how I noticed it myself. It was Mum cleaning the house. And then 2, it was my hairbrush. That's how I found out about my hair journey. Okay, so next question. Did hair loss make you want to step away from competing? Were you worried health-wise? So in terms of competing as a whole, 4 weeks after I ended, I stopped my prep, I had a blood test. Now, every single thing on my blood test came back absolutely fine. Last time I had my blood taken, I fainted pretty much. Like, I was like, oh, Mum, and my eyes started kind of shaking. I was like, I'm gonna be sick. So I'm a bit extra with that kind of stuff. So I had my blood test kind of taken, which is something I would recommend to anyone that's kind of competing, to obviously at the back end of prep. Do it, because it's really important. When I had it done, I was like, okay, I'm sure it's gonna be something I need to kind of figure out, sort out, etc. If anything, my actual test said I had higher iron, and that was literally it. That was, everything else was green, and I was like, oh, okay. I was very happy, of course, very pleased with the fact that it all came back fine. At the time, now I look back, it made me incredibly kind of self-conscious. Now, I have always had quite thin hair as it is. I've never been that confident with my hair. I would say it definitely made me more aware of the, my body. Of course, I had the test, I knew I was fine, but then seeing the other outcomes for me, that was my only post-prep issue that I had, was literally my hair. So to kind of round up the question, obviously, did hair loss make you want to step away from stage? I would say it definitely had put a spanner in the work, and it definitely made me kind of question it. Obviously, the sport itself, it's not the healthiest thing to do. At the end of the day, you are pushing your body to the extreme, and I really did push my body to the extreme. 27 weeks, and we were also in that time frame, obviously buying this house. A mortgage as a self-employed person is incredibly hard, and then also running a business, etc. There was a lot of stress, which I probably didn't portray on kind of social media. I'm obviously gone off topic there, but actually I would say yes, it did have a very big impact for me in terms of kind of longevity of competing for myself, and if I wanted to actually kind of further it. And I never went into competing going like, I wanted to be pro. Never done that. I literally kind of went into competing because obviously Mum did it, then Harv did it, and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. And I was really wanting to kind of have that goal there. Yeah, there was kind of loads of things to kind of put into it that kind of contributed to the reason why I didn't want to kind of step on stage again. As always, never say never, but yeah, I would say it was a big thing, pretty much. Okay, so another question. How do you cope? I phoned up Mum crying. literally in tears. Then she said, right, come on, let's actually get a specialist to look at this, because I knew I obviously had my blood test and I knew I was fine with my kind of hormones, etc. So I was like, well, what is this? Like, what is happening? We found a specialist. We went private for this. I can't remember how much it was, to be honest with you guys. I think it was a couple of £100 for like a half an hour call. Even he said, like, you are in a good position. I could tell him my food, like every single thing that I had, kind of how many calories, my nutrients, I could list everything, my supplements I was taking, I could list everything to him, and he was like, okay, because obviously not everyone could do that, and I was very much like here's my calories, here's my macros as well, here's what I've been doing, here's how much kind of weight I've lost, here's my life. I could literally list you everything, and obviously photos as well, because obviously I'd taken so many photos of prep, to kind of before prep, and then obviously post, etc. And of course, like, my actual stress was the biggest thing. And he basically said, I want you to literally go away for, I think it's 8 to 12 weeks, and just wait. Literally just wait and see what happens. And I was like, okay, so I've just spent obviously X amount of money on this call, and I've got to wait. That was literally it, I've got to wait. Of course, the other thing as well was, I can't remember the name, I'm gonna have to find the name. It's basically like this kind of roller thing, like it's like prickly roller. He said you can kind of roll it over your hair. I don't know the correct terminology, okay guys. Basically I'm gonna put it on the screen, the photo of it. So you roll it over your head and kind of, I didn't fully do it, I'm not going to lie, like I did it for like 2 weeks and I just stopped. So it could be worth trying potentially for some people. I'm not sure, it's up to you. But yeah, I was basically, he suggested that. Also, my hair products that I was using were fine, he said. My food obviously intake was fine, and he simply put it down to stress, because of the stress my body had obviously undergone. It was one of those things that my body had been through a lot. Buying the house, running a business, not actually good at giving myself any downtime. I didn't give myself any downtime at all. My stress was incredibly high, etc. They literally put it down to that. In terms of coping with it, it's very much, I really tried to just not, it sounds silly, try not to think about it. I take photos obviously and then look straight at it. But with time, I literally had to give myself time and just actually focus on resting and recovering allowing my body to rest. I literally, really focused on just bringing down the intensity of all my training, bringing down obviously the intensity of my cardio, the impact of the stress on my body basically. I'm really de-stressing myself to the best of my ability and actually taking time out of work. Also kind of making sure I wasn't wearing my hair up as tight. I never blow dry my hair, I never straighten my hair. With time it got better and better, and now I'm here, like my hair is actually the healthiest and thickest it's ever been. So I really am kind of obviously pleased with that. It's just taken me a very long time. Okay, so the most obviously common question is, what did you do to make it grow back? I feel like it's gonna be the most anticlimax, is that the right word? Anticlimax response to this question, so I do apologise in advance. Time, literally time, and just de-stressing. And it's crazy to think that like that is my answer, but that for myself is what I had to do. Yes, I was using this thickening shampoo as well, which you'll kind of see on the screen, which definitely helped as well, but it was literally time. I'm still not fully there, like I'll show you guys because it's just easier. So the best part to show it is, I should poke myself in the eye. Okay, so this part here, so like this here was all of the patches that was bald, and you can really kind of start to see it actually kind of fully starting to grow back. Now it's not amazing, but like here, you can see that all of this here, it's like a mini fringe now. So that was like fully gone, like there was literally nothing there at all. And then obviously you got the other side as well. So this side actually was the worst. You can see here, but actually look at like that bit doesn't really count. This here, like what? That obviously it's still quite thin, you can kind of see it there. It's still not amazing. So you can see here kind of like actually how much more volume there is, like just from these sides bits here. And you can see it in the photos, like literally the photos. If I put the photos up on the side there, if you can see me to the side of my check-ins, there's nothing. Now, if I pull my hair back here, okay, I do have like a receding hairline, I guess you could say. Like my hair does come back quite far anyway, which of course doesn't help, I feel like. So if I have my hair up, like you can see like my hair does actually come back quite far anyway. But you can see now, like I've actually got these bits. There we go, that's better. I should have done that, shouldn't I really? Look how long that is. Like, I'm sorry, what? That is my hair. That is actually how long my hair is. So yeah, it's still got a lot of growth to do, like there's still a lot, but actually kind of like the thickness of this now. So I think the like the biggest thing to note for my actual own hair loss journey, it was down to stress in the body. That is what the hair specialist put it down to, and I came off the call like, oh, right. That's it, that's all I can do, I just gotta wait. And I am quite a patient person anyway, so I was like, okay, fine. And I was very also cautious of actually brushing it when it was wet. I just very kind of carefully like brush my hair, like very not kind of, because what I used to do was like chuck my hair over and just be like and brush it. Also, I still got it cut, even though I obviously didn't want it to be any shorter. I still kind of got it trimmed just because at the end of the day I still wanted to keep it healthy and simply with time. And I feel like that is literally going to be the biggest letdown for the video. And I have started to wear it like middle parting wherever we are, and like behind my ears and like down. Obviously this is not me, not it done at all, and you can kind of see like it was so much thicker, which is crazy. And I never will really wear my hair down because I guess it was such an insecurity for me, like, so I always have it up. And I've started wearing it down more now when I actually go out like actually out places, because I've kind of started to feel more confident. So you guys will see me kind of with my hair down a bit more, which is strange. I find it strange myself because I'm not used to that. So I started doing it in can now because I really have noticed the kind of thickness of it. So yeah. Okay, so someone asked, is this the first time that this has happened to you? It is. Like I said, I've never had like really thick hair, but this is kind of like the first time that I have actually like experienced like proper like bald patches at this part and the other part. Don't get me wrong, like I still do obviously lose some hair now, like when I brush my hair, etc., obviously, which is expected, but nowhere near as much. I'm very much kind of careful and kind of really do look after my hair to the best of my ability, and then simply time and food and actually not putting my body under the stress. I'm really kind of prioritizing taking time off work, taking time to actually just chill and relax, and just kind of making sure I'm just and de-stressing, which is hard. That's not easy, I'll tell you that. Looking obviously through the other questions, someone said, have you considered brunettes as balayage? Does the blonde affect your growth? I am naturally blonde. I have once tried actually dyeing my hair brown myself. It went in terribly wrong. I went ginger. It was, yeah, that was a no-go. My hair picks up colour extremely well. So we obviously went to Cannes, a month ago now, and I came back like bright blonde. I always go kind of bright blonde. When we go away, I come back like, I'm like, wow. I feel like I'm just a blonde at heart, and I'm sticking to blonde. I'm staying blonde. I feel like I suit blonde. I don't feel like I'd suit a brown. I don't know. Maybe a wig one day. Maybe I'll try it with a wig. Who knows? Final question. When did you notice your hair recovery? Now, in terms of that, so it has been, I would say like literally just over a year since obviously my hair. Now, recently is probably the most I've kind of noticed it. Now, I would say Cannes, like in Cannes, I really did notice it, but this is the best it's ever kind of felt and the best it has ever been. It feels the thickest. Like, my hair is not thick. My hair is never thick, but this is literally the thickest it has ever felt. It has taken me kind of a long time, but I would say if you are on your obviously own hair loss journey, firstly, I'm sending lots of love and I hope obviously you're all okay. Secondly, nobody's journey is ever the same. So you can't compare yourself, like you literally cannot compare yourself to someone else. To summarize my whole entire video, the best thing that I did for myself was book the hair, obviously, the appointment with the hair specialist, allow myself to relax and actually making sure kind of that I am prioritizing that. And of course, that was one of the biggest impacts that I did find post prep. I still make sure I'm obviously having my kind of my haircuts. So yeah, anyway, that is my hair loss journey. Of course, I hope it has helped a little bit. Please, just like I said at the start, just remember kind of this is my own journey. Everyone's journey is completely different, and I would just kind of make sure that you are obviously kind of seeking medical help if you are kind of obviously experiencing anything. And I'm sending obviously lots of love to anyone that is experiencing, and I hope obviously you are all okay. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I haven't ended this video correctly, or kind of, I don't know, because I feel like I haven't given as much information as I kind of, well, that was pretty much all I can give, because that's what I've literally done. Time, which is crazy. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I will catch you in the next video, and any questions, of course, pop them down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.